Welcome to Clearing the Clutter Inside and Out with Julie Coraccio. Every Tuesday at 1 p.m., Julie interviews experts on all areas of clutter: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. Learn easy-to-implement tips on how to release clutter and get organized to create the life you choose, deserve, and desire. An award-winning professional organizer and coach, Julie also shares suggestions to help you live clutter-free for a more joyful and fulfilling life. Are you looking for information on how to get organized and reduce clutter? Have you wanted to hire a professional organizer, but it's not in your budget? Do you just need some quick professional advice on clutter or organization? Our clutter-free living classes and how to organize your life office hours support you in becoming free, moving forward, and achieving success. Learn more at reawakenyourbrilliance.com.
Happy New Year! Hello, 2015. I wanted to talk today about how resolutions can become clutter and some action items to keep you on track. For most of my life, I would write New Year's resolutions or goals for the entire year. I would start this process in December so I was ready to tackle everything on January 1st. I would design a colorful poster board where I could focus daily and be inspired. How wonderful that I could have a new beginning each year. Many times it would be abandoned or pushed to the wayside or recycled by the middle of the year, if not earlier, because it had become a burden and a reminder I wasn't accomplishing what I set out to do. I would then wait until January 1st when I could begin my life all over again. However, I don't do resolutions anymore, and my goals serve more as a roadmap because I've learned that life can't always be controlled the way I prefer. More importantly, I learned a secret that has not only helped me lead a happier life, but also allowed me the power to start fresh anytime I want. In every moment, we can have a fresh start. I often say that in every moment we have a choice. Doing nothing is also a choice, but we are given a choice in every single moment. What are you choosing to do? The point of power in changing your life comes from the present moment. In every single moment, you have the choice for a fresh start. Most of us spend the majority of our time living in the past or the future, but we're hardly aware of it because we're on autopilot or we've been living this way for so long. When we focus on the past or the future, how can we expect to change or create the life we want? Here's an exercise for you. Monitor your thoughts. A good time to do this is when you're engaged in a physical activity so you can truly concentrate on your thoughts. I like to do this when I mow the lawn. Maybe when you're washing dishes, painting your toenails, or folding your clothes would be a good time to examine what you were thinking. The first time I did this, I thought I was going to go crazy. I considered myself to be a pretty positive person and thought I was living in the present. I discovered not only what I was really thinking and believing, but also that I wasn't aware of how negative or how much I could still be focusing on things that had happened in the past. What's so great about the realization that we have the power to change in any given moment is that then we are no longer held hostage to the past or the future. If we live in the present moment, our past or future no longer controls us. How many times do you dwell on something that has happened? If only I said this. Or worry about something that hasn't even occurred. What if it doesn't work out with this new relationship? You lose your power when you do that. I'm going to challenge you for the next month to practice this exercise whenever you're able. Even 10 minutes a day will increase your awareness of what you're thinking. When you find yourself drifting to the past or future, bring yourself to the present moment. If you find yourself having a negative thought, replace it with a positive statement. Here's some extra credit. Find one area of your life you worry about or have negative thoughts about. For a week, focus on that one thought. How can you change it? What do you need to replace it with? And here's some extra credit if you're truly inspired. Practice breathing. I notice when I get upset, I stop breathing. I also use breathing to bring me back to the present moment. There are many techniques, so try some out and see what works best for you. I'm going to share one I learned from Elizabeth Tuttle of Inner Reflections. Sit quietly. Close your eyes, breathe in through your heart, and bring the breath all the way to your belly. Feel your belly expand and breathe up through your heart, right past your heart into your high heart. Breathe out through the back of your heart. Repeat as many times as you can. Remember to be gentle with yourself. You're on a journey and hopefully will always be learning and growing. I still struggle with some past moments and there are things I worry about in the future. However, by having a daily practice, this becomes easier. When you live in the moment, you're living life and being in the present moment. And then the present moment is truly a present. Happy 2015, everyone. Wishing you happiness, abundance, peace, and love. May this best year yet. Go out, clear some clutter to create the life you choose, desire, and deserve.
Thanks for tuning in to Clearing the Clutter Inside and Out. Sign up for our newsletter